last year when we were in California, they had this tradition on New Year's Day. And we found out that Texas has the same tradition. And I decided to make it myself. And I've never made it before. Let's go down that road. Happy New Year, faithful people. I'm Maureen.
I'm Gary. And yes, we're heading down a new year. Yay!
A brand new, shiny new year. We are invited to some friends today. And one of the traditions that they have in California and in Texas too, and probably some other Southwest states, I don't know, is black eyed peas. Now, the first time I saw it, it had broth in it, it had vegetables in it, it had the black eyed peas, and I thought, so I kept calling it black eyed pea soup, and they kept correcting me and saying, no, this is black eyed peas. Okay. So then I wanted to make it for today because we're going to some friends from church, and I said I'll bring black eyed peas. I'll show you in a little bit what I put into it and how I made it in the Instapot. The reason that they do black eyed peas on New Year's Day is supposed to be kind of a, we don't believe in good luck, but it's kind of supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like a good luck thing. It's for good health, prosperity, and in general, a successful year. One of the ones I found had kale in it. So I thought, well, that was interesting. And the green was supposed to represent wealth, which can be in any number of things. It doesn't necessarily have to be financial wealth. It can be having a wealth of friends or a wealth of family time or whatever. So it can be all kinds of things. And we are on a super bumpy road, and I'm having a very hard time holding this because I didn't get a selfie stick for Christmas, and we're gonna go and get one. That is on our list. We've been looking for them, and we haven't found one that we like yet. So, yeah. And we almost missed the ball drop last night because we were with other friends, and we went to the earlier one, which came down at 6 p.m.
2, 1.
And then we were going to go back for the later one, but we didn't. The later one had some interesting events going on prior to the midnight drop. But it was our grandson's birthday yesterday, so we called and did a video chat with him, and we could sing happy birthday to him and see his face and watch him open his gift that we sent him, and we could talk to him, a couple of the other grandkids for a little bit. And then we got a phone call from our friends, some friends in California. I talked to them for a little bit. And then texting with other people that we've met along the way, some that are by Yuma, Arizona. And it's really cold there. Yuma's right down by the Mexican border. And I think they said it was going to be like a high of 44 today. So not much different here either. It's just weird weather system going through. But we're going to have a warm afternoon with friends and lots of good food. And so I'll show you how I made the soup first. A Southern tradition, and we were introduced to it in California last year, is to make black eyed pea, well, they call it black eyed peas, period. But it had broth in it, so I'm calling it soup. And I'm going to make a vegetarian one today because some of the people in our church don't eat meat, so I'm making a vegetarian kind. I am putting a smidgen of butter in it, just a little. And I've got carrots, onion, celery in here so far. I'm going to saute it with this butter just to add some more flavor to it. I normally would not use butter, but sometimes you just gotta use butter. I'm going to saute this. There's a setting on here that says saute right there. It gets hot pretty fast. Can you hear it sizzling? Doesn't that sound wonderful? Okay, next I'm going to add Hunt's fire roasted diced tomatoes, non-GMO, verified. I shut it off until I'm ready for the next step. It smells so good. One of the recipes I found calls for 6 cups of broth. And in this case, I'm using the vegetable one because the one couple doesn't eat meat, so we're going vegetarian. These are black-eyed peas. This is what they look like. And I'm guessing that they're going to be like a white Great Northern bean. These are the seasonings I'm going to use. Himalayan pink sea salt, black pepper, chili powder, and cumin. Okay, so I've got 6 cups of liquid vegetable broth, black-eyed peas, fire-roasted tomatoes, carrots, onions, celery, and my seasonings, the cumin, the chili powder, the black pepper, and the Himalayan pink sea salt. I'm going to cook it. After it's cooked, there's one more step and one more ingredient. This is not the traditional black-eyed peas. It's a variation of it. Kind of sort of my own and a couple other recipes combined. I think it's going to be really good though. It smells yummy. It smells really, really good. Okay, let's cook it. The lid is on. It's on sealing. These two are, the outside ones are vent. We're just going to do it on the center one. I'm going to put it on soup broth. It says 8 minutes, but I've got a lot more stuff in here, so I'm going to do about 11 minutes. And here we go. And now we let the magic of the Instapot happen. So after I let it sit for about 23 minutes or so, I decided to release the steam. Because I'm going to add my last ingredient, but actually it's going to be 2 ingredients because I forgot to put garlic in. So I'm going to put the garlic in and then one more ingredient. And here's the last ingredient. Kale. I did about 3 good handfuls. Washed it, chopped it up real fine. Now that's just gonna go in there, and I'm gonna put the cover back on and let it finish. On and keeping it warm. Woo! It's gonna be yummy. And now I'm just gonna keep it on warm until it's time to leave. I also made a cornbread, which is in the oven right now. I made it from scratch. So here's my mess. This is my messy kitchen. This is the space I have to work with when I cook. But guess who gets to clean it up? Happy New Year! So that's how I made the soup. And you saw the mess there, and I don't know if you caught it, but there was also a blender there because I decided as long as I had the kale out, I was going to make a smoothie. So I had kale and pomegranate seed kernel and banana, 2 little mandarin oranges, and some vanilla pea protein in there. That was really good. Made enough for a couple of days. One of the things I'm hoping to get to see today is their neighbor. Their neighbor's name is Jenny, and she likes carrots. So I'm really hoping we get to see Jenny and give her some carrots today. That's a good motto. Good motto for the new year. Smile. Here comes Jenny. Here she comes. Oh my goodness.
Are you gonna get the donkey some carrots?
Oh. Hi, Jenny. Wonderful day. The food was fantastic. We had some things we've never had before. One was a quinoa flatbread, which was awesome. That was very delicious. I'm getting the recipe for that. And if you don't know what quinoa is, it's kind of like a rice. It's a grain. It's an ancient grain, and it's gluten-free, and I really like it. And we use it a lot. So anyway, we're going to get the recipe for that because that was really good. And we had little boiled potatoes, those little ones, you know. Take a little boiled potato and then she put some hummus on it. So it was kind of like a take on deviled eggs.
Deviled potatoes.
They were deviled potatoes. And we had, there was a little bit of barbecue chicken that someone brought, and stuffed green peppers, which also had quinoa in it. And it was kind of a Southwest mix that was inside it. And
some delicious soup.
yes, the soup turned out really good. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out at first because I hadn't seen it since I put the kale in. And then I put the cover back on and heated it on warm for 20 minutes. And then it was about a half-hour drive to get to their house. And I didn't know what it was going to look like. But I took the cover off and it was like, I think instead of 4 tablespoons of butter, though, I maybe would do only 3. I don't know. What did you think?
You erred on the right side of the butter. Yes, it was good.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you liked it better with the 4?
We'd have to try it with 3 so I could tell the difference. But
A whole
it was good.
tablespoon would make such a huge difference, I'm sure. Oh, and then we had cornbread. That was the cornbread that I brought. And that was pretty good. And after I got there, I thought, oh, I should have added some sage or something to it. Okay, next time. And we can't forget about the desserts.
Absolutely not.
We had eyeballs.
Doesn't that make your mouth water?
They were white coconut. And I don't remember what else she had to bind them together. I can't remember what she used, but I'm going to get the recipe for that too, because that was kind of cute. And then she just made them into little circles and then dipped a hole in the circle. And then she took chocolate frosting that she made and put that in the center of each one, so they looked like eyeballs. Yep. I'll show you a picture of it. And then the other dessert we had when we got back from seeing Jenny, the donkey, then we came back and we had ice cream because it was cold outside. So that's just what you want when you come in. But the ice cream, and then we had
a little bit of
rum
pot to warm it up.
Yeah.
Sort of.
It's something that you make throughout the year. You have rum in a container, a sealed container. And then you keep adding fresh fruits to it through the year. So they had like cherries and strawberries and grapes.
Yep.
And then they just keep adding those to this rum. And then by Christmas time, when you're supposed to share it with others, and New Year's, it's all done. It's already made. Everything is kind of so the fruits are then by the end of the year they're pickled. Rummed. Yeah, they're rummed, and you just put that over the ice cream, and that was pretty good.
Very tasty.
And it warmed us up.
That made us smile.
The other couple that were supposed to come, he didn't feel well, so he couldn't come. But she came with the 2 little ones, and that added so much fun to the day. So that was our New Year's, and for us to just wish you a happy New Year. Happy, shiny, new 2019. If things didn't go quite the way you wanted them to this last year, it's okay. Got a whole new year to start all over again. And you're always farther ahead. Even if you have setbacks, you're still inching your way towards your goals, right?
Sure.
What do you want to say about the new year?
I am really looking forward to it. It should be even greater than anything we expect. Not just because it's a new year, but because
we don't know what to expect.
We know that God will bless us in this year as He has in the past, and that every year is a surprise.
Yeah. Yeah, you plan and you plan and you plan, but God directs your paths, so we're curious to see where He's going to take us in 2019.
Yeah.
If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. It doesn't cost anything. And then next to it is a little bell. Ring that bell. Ring in the new year. Ring that little bell. And you will be notified every time a new video comes up. Check out our Facebook page. We will be adding Instagram and Twitter this year. And
that's a commitment.
I know. I've said it in front of everybody. So we're going to be adding a few more things this year too. Stay tuned for that. And until next time, God bless.